We have a few people online. We have a few people in the room. Thank you for coming. We will be starting. Okay. Welcome to Roundtable for February 8th. Our agenda tonight is going to be special guests, upcoming guests, program updates, and training. We will be having a Klondike wrap-up breakout and a Club Pinewood Derby breakout, as well as how to make woggles with Cub Scouts. So if you can join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, all rise. Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, using the law for which it stands, one nation. And any volunteers for the occasions? So you already get the right. You got to walk over here to get the microphone. Yes. Okay. So
Please prepare yourself in the manner in which you are accustomed for. Thank you, God, for Allah, for anybody that you have worship. Thank you for letting me to here today. It's good, and also for us being to talk and be in person. And thank you for just everything that you've given us. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Well, it went fast. Today we are celebrating 114 years of scouting. So for those of you in the room, there's cupcakes. You have all meeting to eat the cupcakes. The more you eat here, the less I got to take home.
The camera shelf so I don't know who's got on.
Chocolate and
Those are the mini brownies.
Yeah, wow.
Is that it? That's all you're bringing over, the one tray?
That's it. Fine.
The rest of yours. Okay. There's no evidence here. All right. So I was debating whether or not we wanted to sing happy birthday, but it appears the church is filling up with other people, so we'll move on. I want to say thank you guys, everyone, for attending today. We do have some visitors, and we have an introduction of Mr. Greg Emerson from the Washington Sons of American Revolution. He's also the Washington State Eagle Scout Scholarship. He's here to announce the Washington State Eagle Scout Scholarship for the Washington Sons of American Revolution. I put that in the wrong order, and I'm sorry. So, up next, we will have Mr. Greg Emerson, if you can join us.
If you give
How you
me
doing,
2
everyone?
minutes.
Can you hear? I hope you all can hear me. My name is Greg Emerson. I am the Washington State Scouting Programs Chair for the Sons of the American Revolution, a national lineage society whose members can trace our family tree back to the founding fathers and members of the Continental Army and the colonial militias that helped to gain our freedoms that we enjoy today. We have several youth program scholarship awards each year, and it is my honor to announce that the 2023-2024 winner of the Washington State winner for the Arthur and Verdena King Eagle Scout Scholarship is Eagle Scout Bodie Strom of Bainbridge Island Troop 1496. And he is actually the younger brother of Cruz Strom, who was the 2019 Washington State winner for this scholarship. He will be awarded the very nice looking pewter eagle statue that you see in the lower right hand corner of the screen, along with a rather sizable cash award for the state level. But besides that, Bodie is also the winner of SAR's Night High School Student Essay Scholarship as well. So besides going on to the national level to compete for a $10,000 scholarship, he will also compete for an additional $5,000 national scholarship. So it's a pretty big thing for someone to qualify for one of these scholarships at a state level. But he is also qualified for two. So this is a rather significant moment in not only Washington State SAR history, but in the history of scouting for the state, because in my memory, an Eagle Scout has not been the state level recipient for both of these scholarships. So that's pretty phenomenal. Uh, as I said, SAR sponsors this annual scholarship competition. On the slide that you see are the requirements, the main obviously being the candidate needs to be an Eagle Scout, but they fill out a form which talks about their history in scouting, and then along with that, they write a 500-word essay concerning one of the principles of liberty, the founding fathers, the Declaration of Independence, or something like that. And it's a it's a rather prestigious scholarship opportunity that unfortunately we don't get very many candidate packages submitted this year. We had eight Eagle Scouts statewide submit. I would kind of like to have a few more, and maybe we can have a few more here, not only this year but in the coming years as we get closer to 2026, when we'll be celebrating the 250th anniversary of our nation. Thank you very much again for allowing me to share and to share these hearty congratulations concerning one of the scouts, not only of the Chief Seattle Council, but specifically the Peninsula Service area. So, way to go, Bodie! It was a pretty amazing accomplishment. Thank you all.
Thank you, Eric, and congratulations to Buddy. Thank you very much. Round of applause.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you, sir. Just before Eric was going to speak, somebody had stepped in. I wasn't sure if that was someone who wanted to share something. If not, I will continue. Okay. Our upcoming events. We have on February 23rd through the 25th, Klondike Derby at Camp Parsons. March 8th through 10th, Territory Retreat at Port Townsend. More to follow. March 9th, more to follow. March 22nd, committee member nominations. If you want to be on the district or on the territory or on the council or any of the other places that you think someone needs to be nominated, you want to throw their name in the hat and make them do something weird, special, interesting. Put their name on a piece of paper, hand it over to anybody on the district committee. Lynn Harvey is sitting right there. Okay. Pinewood Derby, March 23rd. Maybe. March 23rd is also Wilderness First Aid Instructor Training. So if you aren't playing with Pinewood Derby, come up here and learn how to be a Wilderness First Aid Instructor. We need more people to teach people how to do, what to do, when to do, where to do, and how we do out in the wilderness. March 29th through the 30th, Blue, Central Valley Road, Blaine Pete. This is the last class you get to have him, if for nothing else. Sign up for his class so you can say thank you for everything he's ever tried to do for you. Okay. April 4th will be our territory business meeting. The location is to be determined. It is desired to be in person. That is where those people who you nominated before March 22nd will be given their throne of yay. And that is also where we will put out our territory calendar for the next 18 months. So if you would like to have inclusion of your whatevers in the whatevers for what we do with whatever, please make sure that we get it before that March 9th deadline so that it can be adopted in the April 4th deadline. April 5th through 6th will be an attempt at having introduction to outdoor leadership skills. I will tell you that registered leaders right now, there are 46 of you that need to put your name into that class because you are an assistant scoutmaster or a scoutmaster or somebody else in a committee position who has said, yes, I'll do that. And you're being held up. This is your first opportunity of this year to have a class. Before the summer comes in, IOLS is fun. It is exciting. It is one night. That you will sign up with troop1539.org. Their website's up there. I created 2 Facebook events last night just for this meeting. Okay. April 9th and 16th and 23rd and 30th. Our traditional Tuesday night, you're not doing anything anyways at the VFW Central Valley Road. No, that's not steak night. From 5 till 9 o'clock is when the class for Wilderness First Aid. So those of you who are going on a high adventure, like Philmont or something, you need to have that class. You need to get the certification. Please attend that class because I do not want to be the commissioner who's doing like I did last year with trying to figure out where in Colorado to sign you up with the Wilderness First Aid class because you already got on the airplane and you didn't have the cert. Please don't be that guy again. That's not a fun battle. Uh, April 20th, we are still working to try and get every Walmart out here to agree to let us do scouting for food in their parking lots. So that we are getting closer and closer every day. So I'm going to keep it on the calendar until they tell me to make it go away. So that may be tomorrow. I don't know when they're going to tell me. But April 20th will be the territory-wide scouting for food. If you want to do scouting for food on your own, ain't nobody going to stop you. People get hungry every day. We are picking that one day. Woo, look at that. It goes so fast. New computer. All right. Like I promised, there will be more on that. Peninsula Territories annual meeting. This is where we are looking for you to tell us what you want us to help you get done with in the district, in the territory, in the council, national even. We do have some people who are on national boards. Go ahead and let us know what you are trying to do with your unit so we know where to come and how to come and what to do to help you get on with what you're doing. Our gift to you is free lunch. If you show up, we're doing, I think, burgers. I'm not positive on it, but I think burgers. There will be some pasta, something. We're people who are wearing it are having taters the night before, but we are looking for your events, your needs, your wants, and your desires. So come in, have lunch, drop off your calendar, talk with any of the district chairs that will be there, let them know what it is you want us to do. And that is on March 9th at the Port Townsend Scout Hall. Also, you will notice that Erin Olson is floating around somewhere in this meeting. She has an open house.
Yeah, the date is wrong. It's February 28th.
Yeah, I was just going to say that is incorrect. Yeah, we do have the chapter. It has an open house on February 28th, that Wednesday. That is our normal meeting night at the VFW Hall there on Central Valley Road. Everyone is welcome. I would love to see a lot of adults come too. The chapter officers have some pretty awesome things planned to kind of show what we're doing in the chapter, why do scouts want to come be in the OA, and kind of talk about some of the events we have coming up. So please come, bring scouts, whether they are in the OA or not. They don't even have to be eligible yet. Just bring them out and come check out what we do.
Thank you, Erin. Okay, because council is council and they would like us to know what's going on. They are saying, hey, we have a website set up for if you want to sign up for any of the Klondikes. You don't have to just play with our Klondike. There are other Klondikes for you to go play with. Please sign up for a Klondike. Oh, if you would like to do shooting sports days, or be a shooting sports instructor, there are things on this thing that you can click. Yes, this will all be in the roundtable recap. Silver Beaver nominations. Those of you who want the fancy nut that I got. I need to know what you did outside of scouting. Okay. Cub, Cub President Kemp, signups are about to kick off and get rolling. Danny, did you want to talk about upcoming summer Cub? Floor is yours, sir. You're currently muted.
Sorry, my mouse just decided to kick the bucket. All right, so I've been working on Cub Scout Day Camp. I do have some heads up. We are looking at a week of Cub Scout Day Camp up at the Clallam County Fairgrounds. So we're looking to put a crew together. I'll be acting camp director up there, but we're looking for somebody that's interested in being a program director up that way and put some folks together to get that going. Right now I'm working on about 6 different day camps for the council. So the costs for day camp this year are going to be the same as last year, be the $175 per kiddo. And then as long as you volunteer for the week, you get a $50 reimbursement. If you volunteer for half the week, you'll get $30 reimbursement. But I do have dates for all that, and they are live on the council website as well. On that note, I've already turned on registrations for the 2 weeks for the Kitsap County Day Camp. The first week, Cub Week, starts on July 8th. Weeblo Week starts on July 15th. The tentative day camp for up on the Outer Peninsula is the following week, July 20. Let me make sure I get this right. July 22nd. Right. So, if you have anybody out toward Port Angeles, Squim, out that direction, who is interested in getting involved in bringing day camp back out there, get in touch with me. And I'll drop my contact info in the chat for everyone. And yep, just let me know ASAP and I'll get you added to the mailing list and get you into our team meeting.
Excellent, Danny. Thank you very much. And then for those of you that have not done your blue and gold, we will be sending out the link again for you to request council's crazy puzzle to keep the kids occupied while you're trying to figure out who's who in the zoo and what do they want to do for you in your blue and gold. It's a free flyer, free opportunity to get information out to the kids, specifically dealing with Bobcat rank, and some tiger and lion advancement questions are within that flyer. It's just something fun for your blue and gold. And the district executive says he does have a something.
So at some point, we do have something called like a membership training, like it's gonna be called Ignite for membership training. That's gonna be coming up in whenever we decide that would be best for when national person for membership comes over and wants to talk about some changes that are not in the PowerPoint right now. So that is either being determined for like I'm thinking either April or late next month.
Is that Miss Elise coming back over?
Lisa Wiley would be coming over.
Okay.
And doing those presentations. National wants to do it themselves so that they can make sure it comes out of their mouths, not mine.
Okay. Cool. Let the lawyers speak for themselves.
Exactly.
Okay. So before I go any further, is there any other announcements from anybody else? I'm going to go on mute for 30 seconds. We have an announcement from the Sea Scouts. That's where the mic is. Otherwise, we get a serious echo.
Sea Scouts got a lot going on. We just enrolled in the 2024 Swiftsure International Yacht Race. We're going through the proceedings to get the vessel prepared to compete in that. One of our most heavily regulated events of the year. And then shortly thereafter, in the end of July, we're going to be planning our long cruise. So our long cruise this year goes July 24th to July 31st. We're headed over to Port Townsend, down to South Sound, into Lake Washington, up to Deception Pass, and then back to the San Juans into Port Angeles.
So when you're done with day camp, go up to Port Angeles and hang out with the Sea Scouts. Then your month of July is 100%
But we'll
code.
be in Seattle and Port Townsend and in San Juan County and
Okay. So, all right. So much for that idea.
How
Cool.
old do you have to be to go on the ship?
Maybe someone you would.
How old do you have to be to go on the ship?
No.
all right. The question was, how old do you have to be in order to be able to join the Sea Scouts? So you have to be 13 and completed with the 8th grade and then not older than 21. And then that's both for boys and girls at the same time in the same ship. And then a little bit about our Sea Scout ship. We have 2 vessels, a 36-foot sailboat and then a 44-foot sailboat. So it's kind of fun because they get to race each other safer than cars.
So if Kingston Triple Nickel, boy or girl troop, wanted to come hang out with it,
Yeah, come on down. Give us a call. You look Sea Scouts Washington, Sea Scouts Port Angeles. We're the first thing that pops up in the Pacific Northwest. So
cool.
All right, thank you.
you're very welcome.
Is there anybody else that would like to share something they got going on? Excellent. Cub Scout program updates. So for those of you in the troop, enjoy your quick nap. From the commissioner side of the house, and yes, there are a few of you out there, your units have been given a goal. Cub Scouts, your goal, because you cannot say no, is be prepared for the new Cub Scout program that is coming. For the troops, because you don't get a choice, you shall be prepared for the changes in the Cub Scout program activity for the Arrow of Light, not Weeblos, on your recruitment and engagement stuff. You are going for Arrow of Lights now, not Weeblos. So as you go through your 900 years of document, I'm sorry, 114 years of documentation, please make sure that it doesn't say you're inviting all Weeblos, because you will then confuse every Cub Scout leader out there. The Weeblos will come this summer will not be the ones coming to hang out with you. It will be the Arrow of Lights. Will I stop a Weeblo family from coming to visit you on your troops, whatever you're doing? No, as long as that parent of that kid is there. Okay. There is no Weeblos too. Okay. My personal request to you and membership's personal request to you from last month is being repeated this month because I found a cool trick that Sam Lacron got stuck in. Go please verify your unit PIN so that it reflects that your physical meeting address is not in Tahulia. We don't live in Tahulia. But Sam was running into a problem with his crew that they were showing up in Tahulia. They don't live in Tahulia and they don't play in Tahulia. So please verify that the location of your unit is actually where you think your unit is. For those of you who got a new key 3, a new scoutmaster, a new member coordinator, a new unit committee chair, or any of the key 3, really. If you change that out, I guarantee you the old person is still getting all your emails. You may personally enjoy that, but there'll be a couple of times where you're going to want to know that, hey, this person was trying to apply to your unit. They couldn't reach you. And I know all of you guys have complained when Justin has reached out to your unit to remind you that, hey, you have an application pending in status. He does it a whole lot not nicer than I do. No, please verify your PIN. It is at my.scouting.org. It's as simple as clicking on Organization Manager and then clicking on Settings, and you will be prompted with a way to modify your things. I will tell you that now that Scouting has made it so that your unit members are the ones who are paying for themselves to be in Scouting program, you now have a new button available to you. That is the first group that's on the left. We're under Settings, Who Pays When. If you check that the unit pays, then you are committing that the unit will pay for any member that comes into your unit for their scouting membership fee. That may be a very dangerous button to click. So it is defaulted off so that you aren't paying for some scout who said, nah, I don't want that unit. I'm going to go check out this unit. I would highly encourage you not check that button. Not until you start getting used to the new payment program. Any questions about the unit PIN page? Okay. The reason membership would like to know is because there are a few people who ask her, when do I and how do I know that Danny's pack meets at Silverdale on whatever night and what time that I should show up? Because I know where Danny hangs out. That's not normally where his pack is at. So how do I tell parents where to go for Danny's pack? And yes, I'm picking on Danny because Danny had three, count them, three people ask because they did not want to go online to look. They decided to call somebody in the territory. And we all looked at him and said, was that Wednesday or Thursday? Thursday. Okay. It was at 6 or 7. 6. So because we had to stop and think about it, we would really appreciate it if you guys would put it in there. Then we will just take the information from there, create a table and say memberships. Here's your cue card. Okay. The bad news, because everybody likes the bad news up front. Yes, there will be changes in the fees. You see what I know in front of you right now, that being a participant in Cubs or troops or venturing or Sea Scouts is going to increase by $5. Okay. And that being a part of the scouting movement, the $60 portion will move to $65. Okay, that's $10 up. What is going away is the $25 is going away. Okay. So I'm actually I'm getting back $15. Okay, cool. Now, what I don't know is if council's going to say, hey, I want some of that $15. I don't know. They haven't put it out. We won't know until they put it out. So as it stands right now, yes, there are changes going on, and it is not applicable to you that have already paid. It will be applicable to whomever signs up. So as soon as I know, I'll let you know. And there you go. Danny says to bring the troop to Oklahoma. Save him the gas mileage. Okay. All right. If anybody is interested in the new Cub Scout program, I invite you to join us at the Commissioner Conference in Las Vegas. It will be at the Las Vegas Council offices on April 27th. Those of you who are doing Klondike? Is that what it is? No, Camporee. We will be busy doing that one. So guess who's not going because he's got to be a judge. If you would like to know everything there is to know about the people who are bringing this new Cub Scout program to you, those people in themselves, they will be representing for themselves in Las Vegas. So if you'd like to yell at them, scream at them, hit them, punch them, whatever you got to do to get your point across, they will be there April 27th from 8 a.m. until 3 p.m. You have all day your opportunity. Great. What are they going to be
So,
talking?
Keith, there's no
Yes.
online version available?
No online version of what?
No Zoom option for that conference in Vegas?
That has been expressed to me that it is in person only. Now, what I asked is if I sent a contingent over there, would they be able to pick up the new books and the new everything while they're there? And I've been told they're still at the press. So I don't know.
Yeah, we need somebody with a camera phone.
Sure. Okay. So June 1st, 2024, what's it going to look like? Wow. Again, it went super fast. There will be a kindergarten lion and a first grade tiger and a second grade wolf and bear and weeblos. And the fifth grade, all by their little lonesome, will have the arrow of light. You will notice that the arrow of light's level of things that they get to do is a few items shorter. Yes, because their expectation is that they will leave your unit at your blue and gold. This time of the year is when those youth would be transitioning over to the troop, not waiting until the end of the summer, but going over in February, March, April, May, June, so that they have a chance to get their name onto the roster with the troops so they can go to summer camp and do the summer activities as a troop youth. If you wait until June, school graduates, to have your turnover of your arrow lights to go to the troop, guess who does not get to go to summer camp that year because their name was not on the roster? They didn't get their stuff done. They couldn't make their fees. They couldn't do everything else. Yes, you have hurt the youth because you waited until summer to transition them. So National has said, look, you got less requirements. There's no reason to keep them around longer. It's the reason the We Below the Light program was already a 1.5 year program, was so that you can let them go early. So now you are getting enough material to ensure that they go early, get them transitioned into the troop at the earlier time. Okay, that's the point of this slide, other than you get to see what the new things are. Yes, this is emailed out, and yes, it's available online. Okay, next slide. You went super quick before. There it goes. Okay, so what does the Weeble as a Light look like? So it's different. You will notice that I used to give the Aquanaut to the Weeblos and invited the lions and tigers and bears to come play with us so we can have a family adventure at the YMCA. And we took over the YMCA, and the YMCA loved it because they got signups. And I loved it because I had troops and packs and crews all over the place. Aquanaut is no longer available for the Aero Light. I'm sorry. Castaway is going to be Sunset. So that is the one where we, as troops, would say the Weeblers are coming to play with us and we want to do knots and stuff like that. That requirement's going away. First question, what do we do in place of it? I don't know yet either. Game design's going away. I can tell you, most of the kids really didn't care about creating their own game. They liked more playing video games, so that one kind of made sense. And sports is being sunset. I don't even remember what sports was as a Weebless leader, to be honest with you. I know we went and played a lot of sports every week, so maybe we just did it accidentally. I don't remember. And the yo-yo program is not for the Aero Lights, but it will be available for the Weebless. So back to what I was looking at is what is different. The program updates do not impact the Guide to Safe Scouting, and the youth protection policies will remain the same. National Camp Accreditation Program will also remain the same. So what did it look like before June of 2024? June 1st, 2024 is on the left. So what does it look like now? Is on the left. What does it look like in the future? I highlighted it in red to make it easier for you to find through the mess of stuff. There's 20 Weeblos elective adventures. And for the pack, den camping with blue trained leader required. Okay. What is new for the Aero Lights is there are 16 Aero Light elective adventures to visit a Scout BSA troop earlier. And they have to at least have Bobcat to go do that troop visit. Crossovers into Scouts BSA is being written in writing for those of you that like to resist. January through March is when the expectation for them to transition over. Does that mean that there's an age cap? No. That means that there's a time for them to move on. Yes. Okay. Pack den camping with Baloo trained leader. Again, Baloo trained leader. If you're going to come hang out. Alternative is that individual's parent. So if you're not a Baloo trained leader at the pack level, you cannot go on these outings unless you are parent with that child. And then you're only parent with that child. Okay. Where are we at with this whole rollout of stuff? Because when's it going to happen? I just want the material so I can move forward. I asked that question and I got told that. All right. I will not see any documentation to be able to tell you what adventures do whatever with whatever and how they do whatever until at least March. Everything is still with the printer's office to be printed. Yes, there is a template. It is shared on national Teams application. I've been told that a PowerPoint leaked. I do know that a Excel spreadsheet leaked. I do not have scouting wiki links, so I am still on the hunt for what got leaked. There you go.
It was the fee schedule that got leaked. I posted it to our council or our district page, and then somebody took it down within like 8 hours.
Okay, cool. Yes, they don't want information being shared before it should be shared, but other people would like to know the information. So it's a dichotomy that has to be worked out.
I mean, if it got leaked out of the popcorn page, it probably wouldn't get taken down super quick.
Okay. So we are currently in February. This is what I got told on Wednesday of last week. We are currently in February, Keith. You have to wait until March. You are not the department head of the scouting. Please chill out, relax, and go enjoy your vacation of scouting. So there you go. So handbooks aren't due out until March or April. We are still working on the resources of modification of Scouts BSA leaders. I have been giving a list of things that they would like updated within the council's Boy Scout web pages. However, I have not gone to implement any of those changes into the program until I actually see it in writing. If they want me to wait, I can wait. They can wait for me. Tit for tat. There's that. Any questions about the program updates for the Cub Scouts? Okay. Troop level people, you may now wake back up. And if I can get the slide to progress, move forward. Do we have Miss Bennett? Do we have Blaine Pete?
You do. I am Sonia.
The
All
floor
right.
is yours.
So we have a bunch of slides here with regard to upcoming trainings. Keith mentioned already on the calendar, Saturday, March 23rd, Jeremy's going to be running instructor training for those who are interested in learning how to deliver wilderness first aid to recipients. This is not the WFA certification that comes in April on the 4 Tuesdays, but this is becoming one of the instructors because, of course, in the territory, we've got quite a need for additional instructors. Contact Jeremy with regards to any details here. Next up, for those who need the prerequisite for wilderness first aid, which is current certification in CPR and AED, there are a number of resources. This was all just picked up by Googling what's available on this side of the inland sea. So people over here in our territory, you've got these are sample options in addition to what the Red Cross puts on, but you can see the Fire and Rescue, Delivers Free, Bainbridge Island Fire Department, Clallam County Fire Department, and East Jefferson County Fire Department provide free training. Compressions for Life is one of the commercial outfits, in addition to YMCA and Red Cross, that charge a fee for the training. There are lots and lots of these trainings on their calendars. So for those who are interested, and especially if you're looking to take wilderness first aid, please look into one of these and get it done. All right, leader-specific training. Are your den leaders trained? Your Cub Master, your committee members? That's all part of the Cub Scout level leader-specific training. Is your committee chair specifically trained? At the Scout level, are your Scoutmaster and Assistant Scoutmasters and your committee members trained? If not, they need to be. Some of this training is available online, but we are also happy to deliver this with in-person training, which for those who have tried both of them, and especially the in-person training, find that the sharing and caring that goes on there, different people have different knowledge and resources and whatnot, is usually head and shoulders above what you can get just by watching a PowerPoint and clicking on the quick little test and saying, woohoo, I'm now certified. So please contact Sonia directly, and we, the training folks, will do what we can to assist you and your unit in bringing up your leaders to fully trained status. With regards to this, what about your scouts? Well, we have NYLT coming up in Camp Fife and Camp Edward this summer, but also look at the third one down there, Kitsap Fairgrounds with Bill Capistaguy putting on NYLT locally on this side of the ocean again.
Close playing. It's Campaneski.
Okay. Yes, what Dave said. Bill will be the course director. And this is, I can say that one of our Eagle candidates who successfully received her Eagle Award last year, when asked about her most favorite experience in scouting, she said was attending NYLT. And then she said that she'd even found herself using some of what she had learned there while she led her troop. So this is definitely something to encourage with your folks. And if we on this side could get kind of a heads up on when the registration will open for the Kitsap Fairgrounds side, that would be awesome, because normally this is one of these events when NYLT registration opens that you've got to be sitting there with your finger on your mouse ready to click and register, because the spaces go crazy fast.
Yeah, they're looking to get that up as soon as they can, so keep your eye out. For you guys to have any questions on that, Bonnie and myself are also staffing that NYLT course at the campground, so reach out to either one of us and we'll be able to answer questions too.
Awesome. So if we can get preparation, standby, here it's coming, that would be awesome. But in the meantime, if all the unit leaders can survey and encourage your scouts about NYLT so that you're actually ready to hit the ground running when the registration opens. Meanwhile, of course, if you're interested in, if your scouts are interested in going to Fife or Edwards, likewise, they can take the ferry the other direction to those. Then we have 4 adult leaders and older youth, the older scouts. We have our next wood badge training coming up in September. This will be 2 weekends separated by, looks like 1 or 2 weekends in between. And this will be at Camp Piggott. This is incredible training. Encourage everyone in scouting, be they a volunteer, committee member, or leadership position, to participate, as well as your older scouts can also sign up and participate in the wood badge training. I don't believe the registration is open yet for this, but it's already listed on the council calendar with information as far as how to contact. All right, next. And back into my bailiwick, we have Blue training coming up at the end of March. This is training that's required for at least one person that goes family camping, packed family camp, or taking a Webelos or AOL den camping. At least one adult in attendance has to be Blue trained. It does not have to be a den leader or the cub master. It can be any adult that is accompanying the scouts. So as long as we need at least one person there, the intent of Blue, it's basic adult leader outdoor orientation. It gives you the background on some of the rules and regulations of BSA to run a scout sponsor that is a camp, family camp, or a den camp out. Rules and regulations the BSA puts down, as well as orientation into some of the basics of camping skills, since we know that a lot of the adults that come along, a lot of the families, may not have any camping experience yet, or just a little bit. So this is hands-on so that they can learn. It'll be the Friday night, and from 6 p.m. Friday night on the 29th until about 4 p.m. on Saturday the 30th at the VFW Hall, camping out back, having a campfire, and going through all the skills training. And you come out of that thing ready to rock and roll. And this is another opportunity that I've seen with every one of the Blues that we've held, where the sharing between leaders, volunteers from different packs, from different, well, at this point now, different regions of Washington state, because we've had them coming from the other side of the ocean. And we even had last time folks coming up all the way from Centralia that participated. And just the knowledge and information and good lessons learned and tips that get shared there is pretty awesome. So registration is directly through me. It's $20. We have no upper limit on the number of participants. So if people are interested, the more the merrier. All right. And we have room in the territory that there's a couple of empty chairs. One is communications and marketing. Another person that has, it's a ghost right now, COVID day type of ghost, is the chair of the camping committee. And these are roles that it would be great to have people volunteer. This is in addition to anything you do with your unit, or it could be parents in your unit that don't necessarily have a leadership role that would actually be willing and able to do some on-the-job learning here, and it will benefit our territory. Camping chair especially has been empty for a while, and that's a big one. At the Cub level, people are always asking, where can we go family camping? And what do we have to do with the district and the council as far as basically requesting permission and notification that, hey, we're going camping. Who do we let them know? So if you or anybody that you know are interested, please contact Jeremy. Keith would like to take a little lesser role here in the communications department. More specific to what Sonia was looking for with our training team. We need your greatness. And your greatness means that you have some experience, knowledge, and interested in sharing with others. We can use more folks to help out with the Cub leaders for Baloo, at the troop level for IOLS. IOLS essentially covers what used to be known as Scoutmaster and Assistant Scoutmaster training. Now, essentially, it's introduction to outdoor leader skills training. And again, it's taking the outdoor skills to a graduate level. Wilderness first aid, talked about that. Get a hold of Jeremy if you'd like to help out with putting on wilderness first aid. Youth training topics. There are things like the next one, ILST, Introduction to Leader Skills Training. And this is scout level training at the troop level, at the unit level, and also applies to venturing Sea Scouts. It's just basically how do teenagers learn how to be leaders within their unit of other teenagers. So it's a good topic for them to pick up on. If you would like to give us just an hour a week or even an hour a month, we would love to have your assistance on here. And Sonia is trying to coordinate and consolidate all this. She's taking this on essentially as a full-time job. So we'd love to hear from you. And I believe there's one.
That's it for your slides.
Okay, that's the end of it. Okay, I wasn't sure. In that case,
you did
I
great
do want
on
to say.
Notice.
Okay, I do want to say just stand by because Sonia is going to be sending out another survey to folks on what specifically you or your unit or your people might be looking for in the training.
Yes.
The ILST, excuse me, the MILT troops,
Yes.
they're not mixed gender. Is the KidSat counting a single gender, or is it female option and also a male option?
So the reason we are looking for ILST, ILSC, and NYLT, it is, I believe, a co-ed. Yes.
They went back to Coke.
Yes.
Yeah. 2 years ago.
Yeah. Here's the closest of details that I got towards it is they're limited to 60 people. So the faster you can click, I don't think they're going to fight over it. But that's one of the reasons we're expressing to everybody around table that as soon as that comes in open, if you got someone who wants to go, be ready to click. I suspect it's going to be delivered via Tentaroo, so you know what your Tentaroo password is. Any other questions?
Becoming a wilderness first aid instructor, satisfy the requirements would be for having a technical experience.
Yes. The caveat that both Ann Cantors and Jeremy Schumacher, who are our two ESRI facilitators, both of them require you to teach at least one of the classes. Jeremy will let you pick any of the 4 days that he has, because they're 4 Tuesday nights. And Cantors is currently trying to secure Camp Parsons for a weekend, one day, one night, and go away on the next day. She's still trying to get the location of Camp Parsons secured for Wilderness First Aid grouping. So that's why we didn't put it on the calendars. We don't know when she's going to do hers, but both of them are willing. Both of them are also asking on this last slide that you see up here for additional facilitators to help them get on with it, because we can't continue to have one person doing everything when it comes to training, when it comes to communications, when it comes to anything. So we are asking any unit leader, scouting or not scouting, I don't require you to be a member of Scouts to help us facilitate these things. I have reached out to the U.S. Coast Guard, been successful to have them come over and provide some first aid training with us. I'm fine with you not being a Scout if you're willing to help us get through the wickets that we got to do. So don't just keep yourself enveloped as to who's in your unit. We on the district are position agnostic, payroll agnostic. Just come help. All right. Okay, so we are going to begin to start the breakout rooms. I will let you know that Sam took over 100% of the learning center for this church. He is going to have an excellent woggle demonstration of how to even make leather. I think there's a cow coming in the building to show you how to make the leather portion of it. Sam's got something cool coming. So I do not have a district breakout this time. So if you're here for the district, my computer will be on mute because I'm going to be supervising what Sam does, because that looks like fun. Troop side, we will have Don Parson will lead the conversation for the ability for you to know what's going on, any changes, modifications, or whatever. And my thing went away, so I clicked the button, and I shouldn't have clicked the button. Don't click the button during pro. I get it. Okay. The breakout rooms are on the screen, but Don will be covering down anything you need to know troop-wise, as well as the modifications or changes to Klondike. It's a choose your own adventure. And I will stop sharing screen so you can freely pick a group you want to be in. If you need me to direct you or help you get into a room, just say so. I am at your mercy. TJ is also here if anyone's interested in how to run a crew board or review. Would you like to stay in this room then, TJ?
Yes, I'd like to stay in here.
Okay. So venturing crew will be in the main room. Go choose a breakout with the Cub Scouts or with the troops.